The book Empire of AI by Sam Altman is fundamentally about the transformation that artificial intelligence will bring to human civilization. In today's video, we'll break down Altman's groundbreaking vision for how AI will reshape society, economics, technology, and what it means to be human. By the end, you'll understand exactly what the future holds, how to prepare for it, and why AI represents perhaps the most important technological shift since the Industrial Revolution. We'll cover 5 critical areas. What makes AI fundamentally different from previous technologies? How AI will transform the economy and create unprecedented wealth. The new opportunities that will emerge in an AI-driven world. The very real risks and challenges we must navigate. And finally, what individuals and societies must do to thrive in this new era. But first, let me show you why this matters right now. Picture this. Here's Marcus, a software engineer who watches AI advances nervously, feels threatened by AI automation, avoids learning about the technology, and hopes it all slows down so he doesn't have to adapt. He's paralyzed by fear, unable to move forward, stuck in denial about what's coming. Then there's Sarah, a product manager who recognizes AI as inevitable, spends time understanding how it works, experiments with AI tools in her daily work, and positions herself to build with AI rather than compete against it. She's already landed a promotion leading her company's AI strategy team. Sarah's approach is what Altman teaches, not fear, but informed preparation. The difference between these two isn't intelligence or education. It's simply understanding what's actually happening and positioning yourself accordingly. To help you on your own journey through this AI transformation, I've created a free guide on the top opportunities emerging in an AI economy. Just click the link below and I'll send it to you immediately. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The unprecedented nature of artificial intelligence. Altman opens Empire of AI by making a crucial argument. This is not just another technology. Artificial intelligence is fundamentally different from every previous innovation, from the printing press to electricity to the internet. Understanding this difference is essential to grasping what comes next. Every previous technology was a tool that humans controlled and directed. A printing press required someone to operate it. Electricity required someone to manage it. The internet required human creativity to generate value from it. But AI is different. AI is a technology capable of learning, adapting, and improving itself. It can make decisions, solve problems, and even generate new ideas with minimal human direction. Altman emphasizes that the window of artificial general intelligence, AI that matches or exceeds human intelligence across all domains, is approaching faster than most people realize. This isn't distant science fiction. The trajectory we're on suggests we could see transformative AI capabilities within the next decade. Altman provides 5 key insights for understanding why AI changes everything. First, AI has exponential improvement potential. Unlike previous technologies that eventually hit plateaus, AI improves through learning. The more data it processes, the better it becomes. The more problems it solves, the more sophisticated it grows. This exponential growth curve is unlike anything in human history. A printing press in 1500 was basically the same as a printing press in 1600. But AI systems today are exponentially more capable than AI systems from just 2 years ago. This acceleration won't slow down. It will speed up. This means the future is arriving faster than our intuitions can handle. Second, AI scales across every domain. Previous technological revolutions were domain-specific. The steam engine transformed manufacturing and transportation. The internet transformed information and communication. But AI is universal. It can be applied to medicine, law, science, engineering, education, art, business strategy, and thousands of other fields simultaneously. There's no industry, no profession, no human endeavor that won't be touched by AI. This isn't like industrialization happening to manufacturing while farming remains largely unchanged. This is transformation happening everywhere at once. Third, AI augments human capability rather than just replacing it. This is critical and often misunderstood. Altman argues that the best outcomes won't come from AI replacing humans, but from humans and AI working together. A radiologist plus AI can diagnose cancer better than either one alone. A writer plus AI writing assistant can create content faster and better than either one alone. A scientist plus AI research partner can solve problems that neither could solve individually. The future isn't humans versus AI. It's humans plus AI versus problems. Fourth, intelligence itself becomes a commodity. For all of human history, intelligence was scarce and valuable. The smartest people commanded the highest salaries. Educational institutions gatekept knowledge. Expertise was rare and hard-won. But as AI makes intelligence broadly available, this changes everything. If you can access artificial general intelligence through an API, the scarcity of human genius diminishes. This isn't bad, it's actually liberating, but it fundamentally restructures how value is created and distributed. Fifth, the speed of change will be disorienting. Humans evolved with the ability to adapt to gradual change. We're good at incremental improvement, but exponential change is different. It looks flat for a long time, then suddenly becomes vertical. Most people will experience AI transformation as sudden and shocking, even though the groundwork was laid years earlier. Altman warns that this psychological whiplash will be one of the biggest challenges we face. We need to start preparing our minds and institutions now for changes that will feel like they came from nowhere. Chapter 2. How AI will reshape economics and create unprecedented abundance. Altman's vision of the AI economy is radically optimistic, but grounded in economic logic. He argues that AI will create more wealth than any previous technology, potentially orders of magnitude more than the Industrial Revolution or the Internet boom. Here's why. AI is a productivity multiplier on steroids. Imagine if every knowledge worker, every programmer, designer, researcher, analyst, consultant could suddenly work 10 times faster. Imagine if their work quality improved. Imagine if they needed less supervision and fewer mistakes had to be corrected. The economic value created would be astronomical. But this doesn't happen without disruption. Altman is honest about this. Jobs will be displaced. Industries will be restructured. Inequality could skyrocket or be solved, depending on the choices we make as a society. But the raw economic potential is enormous. Altman outlines 5 key economic principles for the AI era. First, productivity gains are absolutely staggering. A software engineer using AI coding assistants can write more code, better code, with fewer bugs, faster than any engineer in history. A designer using AI tools can iterate and explore possibilities at a pace that was impossible before. A researcher using AI can analyze data and generate hypotheses at a rate that multiplies their output by 10 times, 50 times, even 100 times, depending on the domain. When you multiply these productivity gains across millions of workers, the economic value is almost incomprehensible. Altman argues we're looking at trillions of dollars in additional wealth creation over the next 20 years. Second, the cost of intelligence approaches zero. Previously, hiring smart people was expensive. You paid 6 figures for excellent doctors, lawyers, engineers, and strategists. But as AI becomes more capable, the effective cost of accessing intelligence drops towards zero. You can run millions of sophisticated analyses for the price of computing power and electricity. This commoditization of intelligence will reshape pricing in every industry. Services that once required expensive experts will become affordable to everyone. This is mostly good news, except for those whose value is based on scarcity. Third, new categories of work emerge faster than old ones disappear. History shows this pattern. The printing press eliminated scribes, but created an entire publishing industry. The automobile eliminated horse-related jobs, but created automotive, infrastructure, and service industries that employed far more people. Altman believes the same pattern will repeat with AI. Yes, certain jobs will disappear, but entirely new categories of work we can't yet imagine, will emerge. Jobs that didn't exist 10 years ago: social media manager, growth hacker, UX designer. Jobs that will exist in 10 years that we can't name yet will likely employ millions. The transition is difficult, but the endpoint isn't joblessness. Fourth, capital becomes more important than it has been in decades. With AI automating many tasks, capital and ownership become the key drivers of wealth. If you own a business that deploys AI, the returns are enormous. If you own assets that benefit from AI productivity, you benefit. If you're just trading your labor for wages, your bargaining power decreases. This is the uncomfortable truth Altman highlights. An AI-driven economy will likely concentrate wealth more severely unless we make deliberate policy choices to distribute the gains from AI productivity more broadly. Fifth, developing nations have an opportunity to leapfrog. This is often overlooked but crucial. Developing nations don't have the infrastructure investment of wealthy countries. They don't have legacy systems to maintain. This means they can potentially leapfrog directly to AI-driven infrastructure, skipping intermediate stages. A developing nation could jump straight from minimal automation to AI-powered agriculture, healthcare, education, and manufacturing. This could compress centuries of development into decades. Altman sees this as one of the most hopeful aspects of the AI future, the possibility of radically improving quality of life for billions of people. Chapter 3. New opportunities and where value will be created. As certain jobs disappear, entirely new opportunities will emerge. Altman identifies specific domains where the highest value will be created in an AI-driven economy. Understanding these domains is crucial for individuals and entrepreneurs trying to position themselves for success. The key insight here is this: the highest value activities will be those that AI cannot do, those that require uniquely human capabilities, and those that involve building and deploying AI itself. Altman outlines 6 major opportunity zones in the AI economy. First, AI research and development. This is obvious, but critical. Building better AI is the foundational work. People who understand how to create more capable AI systems, make them safer, and adapt them to new problems will be in extraordinary demand. This isn't just PhDs in machine learning, though they're needed. It's also engineers, product managers, researchers, and entrepreneurs working on AI problems. The talent shortage in AI is already severe, and it will get worse before it gets better. If you can credibly work in AI development, you have enormous leverage. Second, human-AI collaboration design. As AI becomes integrated into every field, the need for people who understand how to make humans and AI work together effectively becomes critical. How should a radiologist work with an AI diagnostic tool? How should a lawyer work with an AI legal research assistant? How should a teacher work with an AI tutoring system? Designing these workflows, creating the interfaces, understanding the psychology. This is specialized knowledge. Companies will pay premium salaries for people who can answer these questions well. Third, verification and quality assurance. Here's a non-obvious opportunity. As AI systems become more capable, the need for humans to verify, validate, and quality assure AI work becomes more critical, not less. An AI might generate excellent code, but someone needs to review it. An AI might diagnose a disease, but a human needs to validate and take responsibility for the diagnosis. An AI might write an article, but a human needs to fact-check and edit it. This verification layer creates real jobs that require human judgment and expertise. It's not glamorous, but it's valuable and stable. Fourth, domain expertise plus AI knowledge. The people who will be most valuable aren't pure AI researchers or pure domain experts. They're people who understand a specific field deeply and understand how to apply AI to that field. A cardiologist who understands both cardiology and AI, extraordinarily valuable. A lawyer who understands both law and AI can command premium rates. An architect who understands building design and AI can innovate in ways peers can't. If you have deep expertise in any field, adding AI knowledge to it multiplies your value. Fifth, ethics, policy, and governance. As AI becomes more powerful, questions about its safe deployment, fair use, and ethical governance become more urgent. Governments will need people who understand AI and policy. Companies will need ethics officers and safety teams. Nonprofits will need advocates who understand the technology. This is an emerging field with relatively few qualified people and enormous importance. If you care about the societal implications of AI and want to influence policy, there's no better time to build expertise here. Sixth, building for the AI economy. Entrepreneurs and builders who can imagine new products and services that wouldn't be possible without AI will create enormous value. An AI tutoring system that can educate anyone to world-class levels. An AI healthcare assistant available to everyone. An AI research partner available to scientists everywhere. An AI design system that makes professional quality design accessible to non-designers. We're at the beginning of this wave. The companies that define the major categories of AI-enabled products will be extraordinarily valuable. Obstacles and challenges. The very real dangers on the path. However, Altman is not naive. Empire of AI spends substantial time on the genuine dangers that could derail the promise of an AI-driven future. These obstacles are not hypothetical. They're real challenges that societies must navigate carefully. First, technological unemployment and social disruption. The most immediate danger is displacement at scale. Unlike previous technological revolutions, AI could potentially automate white-collar and knowledge work faster than new opportunities can be created. Millions of people could find themselves unemployed through no fault of their own, with skills that are no longer valuable. This creates social instability, political extremism, and psychological harm, even if the long-term economic picture is optimistic. The transition period could be genuinely painful. Second, concentration of power and wealth. AI amplifies the natural tendency of technology to concentrate power. If a few companies control the most capable AI systems, they have extraordinary leverage. If a few nations control AI development, they have geopolitical dominance. If ownership of AI-powered businesses is concentrated among capital holders, wealth inequality explodes. Altman warns that without deliberate policy interventions, an AI-driven economy could create the most unequal society in human history. This isn't inevitable, but it requires choice and action to prevent. Third, misaligned AI could be catastrophic. This is the existential risk that keeps many AI researchers awake. As AI systems become more powerful and autonomous, ensuring they're aligned with human values becomes increasingly difficult. An AI system pursuing the wrong objective with immense capability could cause enormous harm. Altman emphasizes that this is a serious technical and philosophical problem that the field is still learning how to solve. Getting this wrong isn't just a business problem, it's potentially a civilization problem. Fourth, geopolitical instability and AI arms races. Nations will compete for AI dominance just as they competed for nuclear capabilities. This could drive unsafe development, aggressive deployment, and potential conflict. An AI arms race where nations are rushing to create the most capable systems without sufficient safety considerations is a genuine risk. The desire to be first could override the need to be careful. Fifth, loss of meaning and purpose. This is the psychological danger Altman highlights that's often overlooked. Humans have historically derived meaning from work, from mastery, from being needed. If AI can do most valuable things better than humans, what gives human life meaning? This isn't just a philosophical question, it's a sociological one, with real implications for human well-being. We need to think carefully about what gives life meaning in an age where economic productivity isn't the primary source of human value. Sixth, the gap between haves and have-nots. Countries, companies, and individuals who embrace AI will thrive. Those who resist or can't access it will fall behind. This could create a widening gap between different regions and populations. Africa might be left behind, while North America and Asia race ahead. Small countries might be dominated by AI-wielding superpowers. Individual workers without AI skills might be trapped in a low-wage service economy, while AI-enabled workers reap extraordinary rewards. Being aware of these dangers is the first step toward mitigating them. Altman's argument isn't that we should stop AI development. He believes that's both impossible and unwise. Rather, we should pursue AI development while simultaneously addressing these challenges head-on. Chapter 4. How individuals can prepare and thrive. Now, the crucial question: what should you do? How should you change your career your education, your mindset to thrive in an AI-driven future. Altman provides 5 key strategies for individuals preparing for the AI era. First, develop AI literacy immediately. You don't need to become a machine learning engineer, but you need to understand what AI can and can't do. You need to have hands-on experience with AI tools. This means playing with ChatGPT, exploring AI image generation, understanding how AI is being deployed in your industry. The goal isn't mastery, it's familiarity. People who have even basic experience with AI will have a massive advantage over those who've never touched it. Start today. Spend an hour exploring AI tools. This single action puts you ahead of most people. Second, build skills in human-centric areas. The tasks that will remain human-dominated are those that require uniquely human capabilities: creativity, emotional intelligence, ethical judgment, strategic thinking, and the ability to understand context and nuance. These are not easy to automate. If you develop genuine expertise in any of these areas, you're building future-proof skills. Be creative, be empathetic, be thoughtful, be strategic. These sound soft, but they're increasingly valuable as AI handles the routine. Third, become an expert in something specific. Rather than being a generalist, Altman advises becoming an expert in something specific. Deep expertise in a narrow domain makes you more valuable than surface knowledge of many things. As AI commoditizes generic intelligence, specialized expertise becomes more valuable. Choose a domain that fascinates you. Spend years developing world-class knowledge in it. Then add AI capabilities to that expertise. That combination is extraordinarily valuable. Fourth, embrace continuous learning and rapid adaptation. The jobs that exist today won't exist in 10 years. The skills valuable now won't be valuable then. The only defense against obsolescence is committing to continuous learning. Altman emphasizes that this isn't optional anymore, it's foundational. You need to develop the skill of learning rapidly. Take courses, read voraciously, experiment constantly, find mentors, join communities of people learning the same things. Make learning part of your identity, not a one-time event. Fifth, position yourself to work with AI, not against it. The people who will thrive aren't those resisting AI or hoping it slows down. They're those who embrace it, experiment with it, and figure out how to leverage it. Look at your current role. How could AI augment what you do? What tasks could AI handle, freeing you to do higher value work? What new capabilities could AI give you? Start experimenting with these possibilities now. Companies are already looking for people who can think about how to deploy AI in their context. Be that person. Chapter 5. Systemic changes required for a thriving AI future. While individuals must prepare, societies must also transform. Altman argues that without deliberate policy and structural changes, the AI revolution could create enormous suffering alongside enormous wealth. Altman identifies 4 key systemic changes societies must make. First, reimagine education. Our education system was designed for an industrial economy. We teach rote memorization and compliance. We prepare people for jobs that will be automated. We need to completely reimagine education around human capabilities that won't be automated. Creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and the ability to learn quickly. Education should focus on helping people become adaptable, curious, and creative. Technical skills should be learned as needed, not in predetermined sequences. The system that works for the AI era doesn't look like the system we have now. Second, implement thoughtful economic redistribution. If AI creates enormous wealth, but that wealth concentrates among capital holders and a few workers with rare skills, you get social instability. Altman suggests that societies need to consider options like universal basic income, redesigned tax structures, or new models of economic participation that ensure AI's benefits are shared broadly. This isn't necessarily about socialism. It's about stability and fairness. A society where most people feel economically doomed is unstable. Thoughtful redistribution isn't just moral, it's pragmatic. Third, create robust AI safety and governance frameworks. Governments need to develop regulatory frameworks that ensure AI is developed safely and deployed responsibly. This is complex because excessive regulation could slow beneficial development, while insufficient regulation could allow dangerous systems. The sweet spot requires governments that understand both the technology and the risks. Altman advocates for international cooperation on AI safety, much like we have with nuclear technology. This is hard, but the alternative, a race to deploy dangerous AI systems, is worse. Fourth, maintain human agency and autonomy. As AI becomes more capable, there's a risk that humans become passive. We stop making decisions, stop developing skills, stop taking responsibility. Altman argues that societies must actively protect human agency. This might mean regulations that prevent AI from making certain decisions alone, cultural movements that celebrate human achievement and creativity, and education systems that emphasize human capability. We need to be intentional about keeping humans central to decision-making, even as AI becomes more capable. Empire of AI is fundamentally a call to action. Altman's message is this: AI's future is not predetermined. The outcome depends on the choices we make, as individuals, as companies, as societies. The optimistic scenario is genuine. A future where AI helps solve the world's hardest problems, where AI amplifies human capability, where the benefits are shared broadly, and where humans remain central to decisions that matter. In this future, we could have abundance, longer, healthier lives, better education and healthcare for everyone, and time for humans to focus on creativity, relationships, and meaning. The pessimistic scenario is also possible. A future where AI increases inequality, displaces millions, concentrates power dangerously, and creates a society divided between those who benefit and those who are left behind. Which future we get depends on us, starting right now. So here's what you need to do. First, develop AI literacy. Spend time with AI tools this week. Second, identify how AI could augment your specific work. What could AI do to make you better at what you do? Third, commit to continuous learning. AI is changing so fast that yesterday's knowledge is already outdated. The people who thrive will be those who commit to always learning. The future of AI is being written right now. You can be a passive observer, or you can be an active participant. The choice is yours. If you found this breakdown valuable, subscribe to the channel for more insights on emerging technologies and how to prepare for the future. Click the link below for my free guide on AI opportunities emerging in your field. And most importantly, start experimenting with AI tools today. The future belongs to those who understand it. Let's build the AI future together.